Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the Charlotte Hornets and the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Green in at the 3. Now here's Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Collins. Over Miller. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Miller. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Irving. Bridges shot. Good.
Wow, how about the in-between game? Get to the mid-range if you're Miles Bridges and take advantage.
Bibby against Ball. Collins passes to McGinnis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for me. Guys?
Thanks, David. We've seen a quick start here for the Hornets. Miller, no up. Ball against Collins. Jones drives in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Well, this is what you love about having length in the backcourt. That 6'7" frame. Go ahead and finish, LaMelo.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Bibby dishes to Irving. Pass to Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McGinnis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Mix checked in for McGinnis. Here's Ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges.
First team foul.
That's his first foul.
I just named the party.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Bibby passes to Collins. Irving up top. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And it's Mix missing. Hornets leading by 4. Pulls it from 20. And he overshot that one, missing. Now the 76ers on the break. And the shot is good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Good on the bucket. Balls.
I was laying it. Pumped.
Got 6 points.
Well, the great length and the great size of the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Here's Bibby. Rebound by Williams.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Miller. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Bridges. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bridges has got his second bucket.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
Outside Collins. And stolen by Miller. Count that one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Makes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points from Brandon Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Deep 2 from Ball. That one wide left. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 8-point game. Bibby with the bucket.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Ball from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ball's got 9.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Collins passes to Irving. Bibby with it. He's covered by Ball. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And the 76ers with some changes. Catchings is checked in for Jones. Bryant comes in for Irving. And Free subbed in for Bibby. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Okogie comes in for Green. Smith checked in for Miller. And it's Seth Curry in for Ball. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. McGinnis comes in for Bryant. It's Dunleavy in for Collins. And then for Charlotte, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Bridges. And it's Ball in for Josh Okogie.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And that one misses. Out to the wing. 2 on the clock. And that one is off. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Hornets lead by 11. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Could have been these people with this Sprite. It's Superman Sprite.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Charlotte leading by 11. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. LaMelo Ball is out there with Smith. And there's Seth Curry. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Diabate in at the 4-man position. Here's Free. Here's Catchings. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Diabate. McGinnis covering the 10-footer. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And Ball comes to help. To the paint, goes up. Bank shot, no good. Charlotte leading by 13. Here's Nurkic. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
And here are the Hornets now. It's stolen. Here's the break. Here's Catchings. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Curry finds Nurkic. Takes the three. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Free. And Curry pulls it down.
I'm glad they didn't lose.
Fades away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Ryan's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Seth Curry. Here's Free. Still scoreless. Here's Jones. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up two.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
That one falls. Ball's got 11 points.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here is Smith. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's World B. Free. Rebound by Smith.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Harvey.
And he makes the first. And the 76ers with some changes. McGinnis, he's checked in for Jones. Collins comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And Bibby subbed in for Free. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Josh Green comes in for Ball. Hornets leading by 15. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Green. Smith's got his second basket.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bibby against Williams. Pass to Irving. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Yes, that goes in. Catchings has got 6 in the quarter. Catchings has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Now Bridges. Over Catchings. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Maybe up top, covered by Smith. Kept alive. Catchings goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Catchings has got 8.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Here's Smith. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. 76ers trail by 13. Collins with it. Now Green to
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Jones checked in for the 76ers. Curry's checked in for the Hornets. Trains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's about playing at a quick pace. Seth Curry goes right up with it.
Inside, here's Jones. Here's McGinnis. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Curry. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Hornets lead by 14.
Don't let that slight frame fool you. Seth Curry on the interior. He will finish shots.
Pass to McGinnis. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fires from the line and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bibby dishes to Jones, and Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Curry, and he makes good on the layup. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
Bibby kicks to Irving. Pass to Jones. Bibby for 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Bibby's got 5. That'll do it for the first half. When it's ahead, they lead by 13. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
48. Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to the center court. Drums, please. And thinking about the shot. Oh, give it up for the participants.
Oh, every time you talk, your stuff go back, that thing goes off.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've got Irving. Bibby is out there with Collins. And it's McGinnis. And it's Jones in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here is Bibby, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. And McGinnis gets to Bibby. And a wide open look for Irving. He's off from 17 feet. Hornets leading by 15. To the middle. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Now that's 17 points for LaMelo Ball. Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Right side, Collins. And that one's good, Irving.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
90 seconds now into the second half. The 76ers trail by 15. And McGinnis throws it down.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Charlotte leading by 13. Here's Ball. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Down low, here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Now, here is Bibby. Following the missed shot by Nurkic. Collins passes to Bibby. Rebound by Williams.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
From deep three-point territory. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Bibby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Count the basket. Bibby's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
It's offline from half court.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
The funny thing is, if that doesn't get you benched, I have no idea what would.
And it's Williams with the ball for Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. Basket good. Ball's got 21 in the game.
Well, the size LaMelo Ball brings to his position helps him finish on the interior, even against tough coverage. Wow.
Now, here is Bibby. 8 points in the game so far. Count that bucket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Charlotte leading by 13. The drive by Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 8 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Bibby kicks to Irving. Back to Bibby. All alone. They get it back. Count it. He's got 11. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Catches, he's checked in for Jones. Mix comes in for McGinnis. Ryan, he's checked in for Irving. And Free subbed in for Bibby. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Bridges comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. Smith checked in for Josh Green. And Curry subbed in for Ball. So it's Philadelphia now. After the basket by Charlotte. And it's Mix missing. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Charlotte.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Dawkins checked in for Bryant. Tries it from 19. Miller grabs the miss. Charlotte leading by 15. Here's Smith. And that one, good.
You know, could have gone to the rack for the throwdown, but opts for the soft, smooth finger roll. I love it.
Here's Free. That misses off the backboard. Here are the Hornets with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Diabate off target from three-point range. Collins with it. Now Smith defending. Here's World B. Free. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Curry is inside, and he's covered by Dawkins. Curry's shot is good.
Well, the three-level scoring ability. Seth Curry from the mid-range. Yes, sir.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Free can't get it to go. The deep three from Smith. Pass to Bridges. Here's Diabate. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Hornets have come up empty at the line so far in 3 attempts.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
James, they put him in the shooting.
And he can't hit the second.
I look at James.
Mix passes to Free. Here's Dawkins. Connects on the 17-footer.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
And so it's Charlotte feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth, they've got Smith. He's out there with Ball. Nurkic is out there with Seth Curry. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. The 76ers trail by 19. Free passes to Dawkins. And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
There's Ball with the 3. Catchings with the rebound. Catchings has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mix. Catchings. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Smith scanning the floor. Fader on the way. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Miller's checked in for Seth Curry.
Number 24, Brandon Miller.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Free passes to Dunleavy. Hits the jumper in space. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They lead by 14.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Dunleavy the pass to Mix. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Irving's checked in for Catchings, and it's Brown in for Dunleavy. Irving can't get it to go. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Diabate. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Now that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. To the middle, here's Mix. Here's Dawkins, and Dawkins slams it in.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut back down to 12 as they get that one from Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
In the corner, Irving with it. The shot's good from Mix.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
They grab their own miss. Here's Brown. Hornets with the rebound. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Traps in the tray.
loves hitting those threes, especially off movement. It makes Miller so tough to defend.
Timeout called, 76ers. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Dawkins. McGinnis comes in for Mix. Collins checked in for Free. And Bibby subbed in for Brown. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last time out, I heard the 76ers coach talk to his team. Coach told his guys, lock in. This is it. Leave everything out on the floor. A simple message down the stretch. We'll see if it resonates. Guys?
Thanks, David. From 7, and there's the bucket as Green finishes it off.
Yo, what?
You've
How
got
got
to
a
see
foul?
the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
Doubled by Bridges. In the corner, Irving with it. Pass to McGinnis. Shot clock at 6. Collins passes to McGinnis. The Hornets pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Smith for 3.
Bro.
And Jones pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 15. Collins with it. Now guarded by Ball. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Oh, to the point I can't even move.
1:30 left to play here in the 4th. Hornets leading by 15. Here's Smith. It's hauled in by McGinnis. McGinnis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Collins, good.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Bridges inside. Working on Jones. And there's Bridges on the assist from Ball.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on
Yo,
any
I
comeback.
can't move anywhere else.
Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly look to want it more than their opponent.
Here's Smith. And then Smith with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Yo, what?
And here is Bridges. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
But the
Bro,
truth
I'm
is
pressing
they've had
this way. Why is
control
my
of this
kid
game.
act so
And I couldn't
stupid?
agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Bibby passes to McGinnis. 2 points. That one goes. Here's Ball. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks from the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Now the 76ers with it. Down by 15. Here's Irving. Tips it. Bridges with the board.
Why is my character's acting so slow?
Fires away from way outside. That one doesn't go. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them